Hi everyone, welcome to Ken's Family Taekwondo. This is Season 2, Lesson 1. My name is Ken and I am your instructor. This is Milo, the Taekwondo Wonder Dog, and he's going to be with us every so often just because he likes to say hi to all you guys. So let's get him up here. Milo, say hi. Say hi, Milo. All right. Good job. Let me put Milo back over here. So in this class, to be the best that you can, you'll need two things: respect and a positive attitude. Courtesy is our first tenet, which means to show respect to parents, to teachers, and to your friends. Always say please when you need something, and thank you when you're given something. A positive attitude means perseverance, our third tenet. Always try your hardest, even when it's difficult. That means in school and at home. And I know it's difficult right now with coronavirus, the pandemic going on, and many of you are at home doing school, but you still want to try your hardest. The more you practice at anything in life, the better you're going to get at it. In my Taekwondo class, you will want to try hard and do the best that you can. Remember, you're not competing with anyone. My number one rule in this class is to have fun. We will be learning martial arts techniques. So that means we're going to be doing kicks and punches and all sorts of other techniques. And I want to make sure that as you do these, you have enough room in front of you to do these punches, to do the kicks. I don't want you to kick a TV or a computer or whatever you're watching me on. Make sure there's enough room, and make sure you don't kick or punch anyone else. Okay. I think we're ready to begin Season 2 and Lesson 1. The first thing you're going to do, I'm imagining you guys are all just standing right here in front of me, watching me. I can't see you, but you can see me. So right now I want all of you guys just to have a seat on the floor. Okay, just for a few seconds. And while you're sitting there, you can think about some of the things you're going to learn today in Taekwondo, some of the things you're going to see and hear and do in class today. So everybody have a seat for a few seconds. Okay, you can stand up. And now the next thing we're going to do, I need to pick a senior student to help me start our class. So I always just kind of look out there at you guys, and I'm imagining, again, you're all just standing there waiting for me to pick somebody. So I'm going to come right up close here and look out there, and I think I'm going to choose you, the lucky person, you, to be my senior student today. And again, all you got to do is just watch what I'm doing and follow right along. So I'm going to back up just a little bit. Junbi sup, chariot sup. And my senior student will say, Kiyosanim, Ke Kunye, sup, and we bow to the teacher. And we're ready to get going here. Okay, so first thing that we always need to do is a little bit of stretching, so we can just loosen up our body a little bit. And the way we do that is we start with our head and we work our way down. So with our head, let's just make a big circle like this. And stretching your neck. Big circle, back the other way. One more time, big circle. And go back the other way. Big circle. Okay, our arms. So we're going to be standing about shoulder width apart. Our feet are about shoulder width apart. We're going to raise our arms up like this as high as we can, and stretching them as high as we can. Then go up on your toes and stretch, 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 and back down. Bring your arms back slowly. Reach back up again. As high as you can. You're stretching, stretching. Go up on your toes. Stretch, 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 stretch. And come back down. And lower your arms slowly. All right. Now, again, stand up at your feet, shoulder width apart, and stretch to the side. And come back up straight, and stretch to the other side. And come back up straight again. Fold your arms, just like this. Your feet are again, shoulder width apart, and without bending your knees, slowly go down. Just let those arms dangle. Slowly. Not fast, but slow. Keep those knees locked in place. Don't bend them. As far as you can, then bend your knees. Slowly go back up. All the way back up till you're standing, then go backwards. As far as you can, and then come back up straight again. All right, now let's all have a seat on the floor. Your legs are flat on the ground. Your back is up nice and straight. Take a nice deep breath. And stretch as far as you can. Do not overstretch. And now shake it out. Put your legs back down, flat on the ground, back up straight. A deep breath. Blow it out. As far as you can. And shake it out. All right, let's stand up. And now, let's do just a little bit of cardio, get our heart pumping and get things going. I like to do jumping jacks. So what we're going to do, in my class, we do 1 minute of jumping jacks. And that doesn't seem like a lot maybe, but when you do 1 minute of straight jumping jacks, you do feel it and it's good for you. But for us, here's what we're going to do. We're going to just do 10 jumping jacks. We'll take a little pause to catch your breath, and then do 10 more jumping jacks. How's that sound? Can you do that? Yep, you can do it. And remember, perseverance. You don't have to do those jumping jacks as fast as I do, but you got to keep moving. That's the key. Are you ready for jumping jacks? 10 of them. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's take a little pause. Catch your breath, take a deep breath. And we're ready for 10 more jumping jacks. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. That was a good one. You guys did awesome. I want to tell you that. Now it's time for our Taekwondo Dice. And if you watched season 1, all of our lessons, 1 through 10, we used our Taekwondo Dice. And in case you haven't seen them, one dice has numbers. The other dice has different things which we can do. And so we're going to roll these dice, or you are, and whatever it says, that's what we're going to do. So, if you want to roll the dice, you're going to have to raise your hand so I can see you. Raise them. Let me see. All right, you're the first one in season 2 to roll the dice. You're the lucky one. There you go. Ready? Roll those dice. And it says 6 push-ups. Everybody go down. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How was that? Could you do them?
Wow.
I hope so. Let's roll those dice again. Raise your hand if you want to roll the dice. All right. All right, there you go. You got them? Got them? All right. Roll those dice. Comes up with 2 toe touch. So we're just going to stand with our feet together. We're going to bend down and touch our toes 2 times without bending our knees. Ready? Go. 1, 2. All right. One more time for the dice. Last one. Who wants to roll these dice? All right, I see you right there in front. Got them? Okay. Ready? Roll those dice. And it has 6 arm circles. So we're going to stand with our feet shoulder width apart, and we're just going to do 6 arm circles, and they look like this. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Woo! Good job. Let's put our dice away. Till next time. Okay, so let's learn some Taekwondo techniques. And the first thing that we're going to learn is the proper way to make a fist. So let me get up closer so you guys can see me here. And I'm going to hold up my right hand. Okay? So the proper way to make a fist is to curl your fingers down like this and put your thumb right here. You do not want to make a Taekwondo fist with your thumb sticking up like this. Try to punch somebody with that because your thumb can get caught. You don't want to do that. And you don't want to tuck your thumb inside because when you punch, you could actually break your thumb if it's inside like that. So, curl your fingers. Do it with me. Wrap your thumb around. That's the Taekwondo fist right there. Pow. Okay, how do you punch? Let me use a pad. Let me put this pad on. And when you punch, you want to punch so that your fist hits right here. In other words, on the pad, right there, like this. You don't want to punch with your fist hitting here because you'll hurt yourself. This is the strongest part, right between these front 2 knuckles. Right there. That's how you punch. And you can practice that just using your hand, and you don't have to hit yourself hard. Just like that. Make sure you don't turn your wrist up like this when you punch, or turn it down when you punch, or off to the side. It's nice and straight, like that. Okay? That's the Taekwondo fist, and that's how you punch. Now, let's learn some blocks. So the first block, call it a sweeping block. So it looks like this. Block. And your other fist comes to your belt. Block. Sweeping block. Someone's trying to punch you, you block it. Now with the other hand, they're trying to punch you, you block it. In other words, that punch is coming right in on you. It's coming right in on you. Block it. Block it. Block it. let's do 10 of those, okay? 10 sweeping blocks, nice and slow. And when we get to 10, we're going to do a key-up. A key-up is a loud noise that we do when we kick or punch, and it sounds like this, sup! And so on number 10, we're going to make that loud key-up. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Stop! Good job, guys. All right, now, our first stance. Our first stance that we teach in Taekwondo, if you haven't already learned it from season 1, it's riding stance. And that also can be called horse stance because it's like you're riding a horse. So you kind of keep your back up straight and you bend your knees down. Everything points forward. Your back is up straight. And that's riding stance. And it's not a comfortable stance if you're there for a while. If it starts to get uncomfortable a little bit, you can always just lift up a little bit, but then go right back down. Sink down in that riding stance. The lower you can go, the better. So let's do 10 sweeping blocks in this good riding stance. And key up on 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Good job. Shake it out a little bit. Just jog a little bit in place. All right. So, next thing we're going to do is that riding stance with some punches. All right. So once again, get into that good riding stance. Sink down. Take your left hand. Make that good Taekwondo fist I showed you. And now put it right out in front of you. And remember, it's not straight out where your arm is completely straight. Just a little bend in your arm. Not too much of a bend, but just a little bend. And you're punching somebody. You're imagining you're punching somebody right in front of you. So that punch is going right in front. It's not over here, because then you missed. It's not over here, because you missed. It's right down the middle. Take your right hand, make that Taekwondo fist, and put it to your belt or your hip if you don't have a belt. And we're going to punch. And here's what it's going to look like. Punch. 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 So again, we got our left punch out. Right fist is to your belt. We're going to punch 10 times and key up on 10. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Stop! And stand up. Shake out your legs a little bit. All right, that was riding stance with a punch. Now, I know we're going over these things quickly, and many of you who've seen me before have learned these, but review is good. And if you haven't seen them before, don't get disappointed if you can't remember everything. I remember the first time I went to Taekwondo class, I saw a lot of things, and I wondered, how in the world am I ever going to remember all this stuff? Well, that's why we go over this a lot. And it's always good to go back, look at older videos, which I've done on Move 60, the website, and you can look and learn those things that way too. Over and over, it's practice. That's what we need to do. So our next stance that we learn in Taekwondo is a forward stance. And we start with our feet about shoulder width apart. Take your left leg, put it out front. Your right leg's back, and everything is pointing forward. That's why we call it forward stance. So your body's not this way. Your body's not turned this way. It's going forward. All the energy goes forward. You're imagining that there's somebody right there in front of you that you're going to punch. So I'm going to slide back a little bit. Then you're going to put out your left punch. Make that good Taekwondo fist. Take your right hand, make a fist, put it right to your belt. You're going to take one step forward. Make sure everything points forward, and then take your right hand and punch. How about stepping backwards? Take a step backwards, the left hand comes up and punch. And the key is to punch just as you step. So let's try that nice and slow. We'll do it 10 times, and we'll key up on number 10. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Stop! All right, good job. All right, good job. Now, how about learning a double punch? So let's try it in riding stance first. So get back into that riding stance. Put your left punch right out there. Right fist comes to your belt. And we're going to do a double punch, which looks like this. 1, 2. 1, 2. So we're going to start with our left fist out. In that good riding stance, we're going to do 10 double punches. Key up on 10. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Stop! All right. You're doing awesome. You're catching on. Don't worry about it. All right, now let's get back into that forward stance. With our left foot forward, putting out your left punch. We're going to step forward and do a double punch. And then step backwards and do a double punch. 10 times. Key up on 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Good job. All right. So now, let's let you actually do some kicking, all right, or punching. Let's stick with punching for this session, for this lesson. We'll just stick with punching. And I'm going to take my friend Rocky here. He's my good buddy. I'm going to move him up here. First of all, so you can see him. Like this. And I'm going to show you what you're going to do. So you're going to look at Rocky. Let me stand right over here. And you're going to punch him. Okay? Let's say you're in a riding stance. You're getting in that riding stance, all right? And you're going to punch him. 1, 2. 1, 2. And in this case, you don't have to bring your hands back to your hips. Just keep them up. You're guarding your head. Okay? 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And that's what I want you guys to do. So let me move Rocky right up close. Okay. You ready? Now I'm going to count 10 double punches for you guys. 10 double punches. And that's what you're going to do. You do them with me. I'm going to be standing out back here. You're out there. You're looking at Rocky. You ready? Go. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Keep punching him. 1, 2. Keep going. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Give him a good one. 1, 2. 1, 2. Good. Go for it. 1, 2. Punch him hard. 1, 2. 1, 2. One more good one. 1, 2. All right. Rocky, have you had enough? I think Rocky's had enough. Let's move him back over here. All right, so we learned some things today. This was season 2, lesson number 1. We'll continue on next week and learn some more Taekwondo techniques. All right, so right now we're going to end our class, and again, I need to have my senior student help me with that. So, senior student, are you ready? Junbi sup, chariot sup. Senior student, Kiyosanim Kekunye. Sup? And now my senior student is going to recite what we call the tenets of Taekwondo. There's 5 tenets. And in my Saturday class, I ask all of my students to know what these tenets are and what they mean by the time they get to green belt. So, for you guys, you're just going to recite the tenets along with our senior student, nice and loud, out loud, it's important. And you're going to be able to see those tenets right up here if you look. Okay, so you ready? Look up there. Courtesy. Integrity. Perseverance. Self-control, indomitable spirit, Taekwondo. So that's all for me. I'm going to take off. I'm going to see you guys next week for season 2, lesson number 2. But right now, I'm going to bring back my friend and your friend, Dudley. So let me get him. He's going to say goodbye to you guys. Dudley! Dudley! Mr. Kid! I'm here! I'm here, Mr. Kid! All right, Dudley, are you ready to say goodbye to the kids out there, all the people watching? Oh, hey guys! So glad you guys could come back for season 2, lesson 1 for Ken's Family Taekwondo. And I'm really hoping that you'll come back again next week for season 2, lesson 2. You know why I want you to come back? Because it's so fun and you learn so many things. That's why. So come back next week. See you then.